What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Fight Like Hell podcast. Holy shit, episode 40. We were off for a week, but we're back. Today is Tuesday, November 30th, 2021, for those of you who are listening in 2055. And we have my heterosexual life mate, Austin. Hello, how are you?
How's it going?
Pretty good. It's been a while since we did this,
Yeah.
and I'm
Do you
excited.
remember how to do this?
I kind of don't. I've been listening to other people's podcasts. Shout out Potty Mouth because like they're killing it and they're back in the game. But more importantly, one of the coolest things about this podcast is we get to bring on really cool, interesting people. And we have a dear friend named Ezra from Honest Petco. How you doing today, Ezra?
I'm doing good, guys. Thank you so much for having me. Really appreciate it.
Dude,
Love what you guys do.
We're stoked to have you on, man, just because dogs are near and dear to all three of our hearts. So I think this is going to be a fun podcast, and we're going to try to get more people interested in what Honest Petco has to offer. Why don't you give like a brief summary about who you are, a little bit about Honest Petco, and yeah, just tell our listeners.
Yeah, so I'm Ezra, 34 years old, Gemini, for anyone who's asking.
Yeah. Tell us your dating profile.
I don't think anyone's ever dropped their sign like in the first.
Tell us your dating profile.
Gemini,
There's a
I
first.
love long walks on the beach, and I love sex on the beach, both the drink and the actual thing.
Activity.
So, yeah.
You have to have sex on the beach while drinking sex on the beach.
Ooh, bucket
challenge
list.
accepted.
Challenge accepted. I'm
Under a
going to
waterfall.
LA in like a few weeks.
You
So
might
hell
beat me
yeah.
to it.
I mean, in LA you could do anything because shit, anyone would just assume that you're a homeless person in a tent. But yeah, so I'm Ezra. I'm 34. Like I said, I'm a Gemini. I'm American. I'm Israeli. I served in the Israeli Defense Forces, also known as the IDF. I served there for 2.5 years, and then I did 2.5 years in doing, I guess it would be considered private personal security for Knesset, which is the Senate or Congress in California. Fuck. Now I'm only thinking about Sex on the Beach. No, in Israel, and wanted to do something to benefit and give back to those who've given so much of themselves to us as Americans, such as yourselves, such as you guys. And I wanted to give back. And the way that I wanted to give back is by helping those who are near and dear to all our hearts, which is the animals, dogs, cats, hopefully, and soon birds. For all you crazy bird people out there, my wife is one of them. But yeah, that's what we do. We give back. Our whole thing is how do we help others? Not how do we push product, how do we help others? That's what we do. And yeah, that's it.
That's an excellent summary. And one thing I'll say for those of you that are listening or checking out Ezra's page, he's on Instagram, he's at honestpet.co. I'm an idiot. I can't read. honestpets.co. He also has a website. Is the website the same?
Website's the same. honestpets.co. New and improved.
Actually, Austin's gonna bring it up.
I can show it on here.
Yeah, Austin gave me a lot of shit. He made me cry for days on end.
It looks like terrible.
A little ball.
It looks like shit.
Saying that like my website was absolute shit. So I decided to, you know what?
It was hard to search stuff.
And there you go.
There's the
looks real.
So that guy actually at the top is an ex-Marine, and now he's a cop. He's been on live PD a whole slew of times. Really good dude out in Florida.
I know. It's like you're a real company now.
Oh, wow.
I mean, like, I thought you were a real company before. Austin's just a terrible human and talks shit all the time.
Someone wants free treats.
Of course I need. Exactly. They're just for me. I don't share them with my dogs or anything. Am I supposed to?
Dude, there's actually someone who we all know posted today a video of him actually eating dog food that he bought from us. And he was like, yep, It's good,
Human
and then
grade.
he's like, "No, it leaves a very weird aftertaste." I'm like,
I wonder why.
I'm like, dude, it's dog food. Like seriously,
Right.
like my sweet potatoes though, you can actually eat, which is actually kind of cool. When I go to my warehouse, I just snack on like I literally will grab a bag and I'll just snack on my sweet potato treats. Like I'm
Hey, whatever
weird, bro.
works. I mean,
ALY, the little
yeah.
SOS dog, loves those treats. I shouldn't even say that word out loud since she's sleeping behind me. But yeah, that's definitely going to be in my next order from
There
you
you go.
guys.
You got to get the grenade. I don't know if you have it, but you got to get it.
What is that?
What's
The
that?
poop bag grenade.
Okay. Maybe
Dude,
Austin. Let's see if you can pull that up.
Yeah,
And
It's
I'll
under
keep,
supplies and merchandise.
okay,
Supplies
Austin
and
will find it
merchandise.
and we'll show it.
Yeah, dude, this thing for anybody who's a vet, this thing
Oh, I
is
see. That's kind of cool.
literally the coolest thing that I sell, in my opinion. Like, fuck everything else. This is the coolest thing I sell, hands down.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
think
let's
Rob
see
would
it.
like this.
Oh
I
yeah,
like grenades. I have a grenade tattooed on my bicep. Whoa.
dude, it's
So
literally a poop bag dispenser.
yeah, it
Holy
looks like
shit.
an
I
actual
actually
grenade.
need. All right, here's the question. And like, here's the real question. How well is it at like screwing back together and not losing the bottom piece?
I mean, I do it every 30 bags, and I
And
have
you lose the
3 of
bottom?
these.
Because I constantly lose the bottom of my poop bags. That's like
Why?
I
Because his
just
name's Rob and he can't do
I
anything.
can't
He
screw things
can't. He
on right,
can't
I guess.
read. He
He
can't
can't
screw.
screw.
Oh, I can screw. Ask a couple girls. They know.
He's good at screwing, just not keeping him around.
Well, the
No.
question is, so you're saying ask a couple girls. Are these current girls or past girls? Because if there's past girls, then there's a reason why they're past girls.
All right,
he
we're
doesn't
gonna get
have
on
any
to
almost
Weekend
current,
Adventures. With that said, we're gonna move on to Weekend Adventures. Let's go to Austin. What did you do over the weekend?
Well,
Actually, you did a lot. You did a
since
lot.
this
for
past
both
since this
companies.
past weekend was, Black Friday and Cyber Monday, I was just busy working on business stuff all weekend.
And helping me spend thousands of dollars on shit that I needed.
Yeah, that
for
you
my house.
that you needed / didn't need.
Most didn't need, but threw in a couple things for ALY, and I felt less guilty. But yeah, it was a pretty busy weekend for Vigilant and Humble, a little bit for Save Our Six, and
Yeah.
we definitely appreciated the support on the Save Our Six side for you helping fulfill orders and get some stuff done for us.
Always.
And how about you, Ezra? How was your weekend?
So Thanksgiving was badass.
Oh
Smoked
yeah,
dude,
dropping
smoked a
Thanksgiving too.
22-pound turkey.
Jesus.
It was
Smoked it.
low and
How long
slow.
did that take?
So I did it at like 190, 200, and then did it for 6 hours.
That's it?
Nice.
It was amazing. Well, I started it higher and then I brought it down.
Oh, okay.
I probably could have finished if I kept it at that temperature. I probably could have finished it in 4 hours.
Mhm.
But I extended it by another 2 hours just to get it a little bit juicier. But then just hung out with the kids, and then sad shit happened, and so I'm not gonna bring up sad shit because
Yeah, no, you're good, man.
sad shit,
Hmm.
So but yeah, no, life, it was good. Honest Pets, we had a decent return on Black Friday, Cyber Monday. But hoping that next Black Friday, Cyber Monday will eclipse this 20-fold. So we'll see.
Right? I mean, that's
We'll
always
see.
the goal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Like I said, Ezra, I mean, you just need to become that rich overnight thing. Like, how's that happen? We need to figure that out.
Pass
But
it on to
yes.
both companies, please. This was Save Our Six's first Black Friday as well, and it was
Oh, nice.
it was interesting. And it was great, and I definitely thank you to anyone that bought Save Our Six products.
Rob saying it wasn't good enough, and you got to do better next time.
Buy more shit.
You guys are absolute trash. Fuck you.
No. We had some sales, and it's been a learning process because sometimes, I look at Austin's company and I'm like, holy fuck, dude, you're
Rob
like doing like
expects it, like I said,
triple.
Rob expects that overnight success again.
Yeah. I'm impatient. It's a common conversation we have
I mean, but
about
how
how.
long, Austin? How long have you been open?
About 3.5 years.
Okay, so
So
like that's how long it takes for a company to really actually start.
yeah, and well, as Rob's been open, what 6 months? No, not 10 months now.
No, you were open like right around the same time that I opened.
I think I
What?
opened in February, like started like
Yeah,
actually like I got my
Okay, so
business
you opened a
license and
little
everything.
after me. You opened a little
Yeah.
after me. Yeah.
But I mean, like, not to knock on Saber 6 a little bit, but definitely to promote you guys. I just like the fact that you have a tangible product that's actually going to help instead of just merchandise. Like, I would
right.
love to get into something in the fitness realm or backpacking realm down the road with Save Our Six. That way, it's actual, more tangible products instead of just merchandise. Because I think companies such as yours, especially for our pets that are near and dear to our
hmm
heart, it's a good thing to put out there. And I don't even really need to go into my
You just
weekend
need to do a
story.
collab.
Well,
You and Ezra need to do a collab. That's what you guys need to do.
yeah, I mean, we could with Allie.
There you
I
go.
have the
There you go.
perfect
Perfect. See, I'm
model
helping you
for it.
out.
Like,
See,
There we go.
ideas.
and
I'm
she's done a
telling
couple
you.
photos for you guys before.
Yes, she has. Her photos actually did very, very well.
So see,
Very
Yeah,
there
well.
you
and
go.
now you're actually like picking up a following too. So we should do.
Wow.
Yeah, no. Like you've
That was
Now
like the
that
experienced
most.
he's
Saber
not
That
doing
was
it
such a.
anymore, he's actually
That
I'm
picking
was
up a
such a
complimenting
good
you.
following.
I'm complimenting. I'm complimenting. I
Uh-huh.
apologize. Like
A
I'm
backhanded. It's a
no,
backhanded
I'm literally
compliment.
saying
Pseudo
that like
compliment.
you surpassed Save Our Six.
Yeah,
Like you're
I'll just
doing.
mute Rob real fast. Don't worry about him.
No, so it's funny because like when I saw your product, I saw your product before I saw Vigilant. And
Mhm.
then I have a red and a white, um well, I should say I have a black with red and black with white for the
Mhm,
Save
mhm.
Our Six.
Mhm.
And I rock that very often. I mean, I don't want to say that I rock it every day because then
How
people
dare
will think
you?
that I don't actually take a
As he wears
shower.
a vigilant and humble
Right,
hat.
right.
No, so but that's the funny thing because like when I bought my first shirts from you, you didn't really have the hats yet.
No,
You
there's
didn't
been
have
new merch added.
No, he got him.
right,
He got him from me. I mean.
right. So then then you told me about Austin. I found his shit, and then I have a few stuff from you,
Mhm.
but like I wear this hat almost every day.
Oh
Now
yeah,
that I know that you have hats, I might have a new hat.
yeah. I think it's a new favorite hat.
I don't
So
know about
like
that.
let's.
I think mine looks better, but
th-
So I think I'm gonna just do the Sherlock Holmes look, like do the vigilant in the front and then this
So you can like flip it.
exactly. So it'd be like just keep turning it around. So always
Yeah.
have a brim forward kind of thing.
There you go.
Oh
Th-
shit,
th-
that's an
Then the
advanced
front
hat.
and back will be protected from the sun.
There you go.
There
And
you go.
being bald, like I actually need that. I'm not like you that can grow whatever the hell you're growing on your head.
I have a
Yeah,
mullet.
he has a mullet.
Again,
Yeah.
whatever you're growing on your head, like I don't know if that like I think that haircut died, didn't it?
It's coming
Dude, it's
back.
huge
It,
now.
it's
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 huge
it's
now.
back now. It's not
It's
dead.
like insane.
I must run in the wrong circles.
Dude, I get swipes
You're in Vegas.
on
It should be
like
everywhere. What are you talking about?
I was gonna say I was just in Vegas and I probably picked up, I don't know, like 20 new matches out there. And I
How
swear
about
to
that
God, about
Tinder life?
40% of them, 40% of them made a comment. Part of the reason they swiped on me was one, the tattoos, two, actually Allie first,
It was
tattoos, and
90%
then
alley. Don't lie.
it was probably 90% Allie.
99% alley.
Yeah.
Let's
99.
be real.
All right, no, let's do this. 98% Allie, 1% tattoos, and then another percent of the mullet. Like
Insane. I can
girls love
attest
the
to that
mullet.
because when I was with Rob, like every time someone came up to Rob, it was just to say hi to Allie.
Yeah. And now that she's got doggles, have you seen her Instagram
Her rec
shots
specs?
with her rec
She got rec
specs?
specs?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
I am
Austin, see if you can
trying.
pull something up on Instagram.
I am
Yeah.
trying to get Shoko to freaking wear rec specs.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can't do
dude,
it.
you want to know what I did for the process? And this is
Yes.
for any listeners out there that want to get their dog to wear rec specs. And maybe you already tried this, but one thing that I did was I did it in the house first, and I started off with the clear lenses. And what I would do is break out TRAATs, and I would train her with them, and then I would get her to walk around. And I swear to God, it was like the first couple times it was like 2-minute, 5-minute sessions because I didn't want her to like get annoyed with them. And then
Yeah, but there you go.
and then eventually, I mean, she's done a couple 6-mile hikes now and rocked them like the entire time.
There's
So-
dude, he has green ones.
Do you have the clear lens too?
I have the
I think
clear
it's
lens.
only those two pics.
Yeah, the clear lens, and then I also have the smoke lens.
Did you try to start with the clear?
Yeah, no. So he's on clear right now. Here, I have him here.
Yeah.
We do like 5-minute sessions, but like very close into it, he's already like, "Fuck you, you little piece of
Right.
shit."
I don't want these
Yeah.
on my face.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he has the
yeah.
green ones.
Yeah. So
You got to model him for
I
us,
did-
Ezra.
I did small. There you go. I did small sessions.
By the way,
and
I'd
then-
probably wear this the entire freaking show.
Right.
I mean, like they're pretty legit. I could go get mine, but it would wake up the little one. and
Yeah.
she has a habit of disturbing the podcast when she's awake.
And they probably work too for, they're not just for dogs. They could work for humans too.
I mean, they
weird
definitely
how-
could. Like they're perfectly sized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's not the first time that I've modeled something that I have. I did a prong collar live one time.
You're supposed to keep that in the bedroom.
I know, and my wife actually was like, "Did you seriously put a prong collar on and do a Instagram live for an hour?"
Why not?
I'm like, "Yep."
Yep.
She's like,
There you go.
"I
I
see."
was trying to promote my content, my products. Come on.
It was actually one of my best viewed things, and it was just
Yeah.
so much fun.
Did you sell any after it?
I did. I sold 5.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, wow.
Hey, that works.
Yeah.
That's
was
a
like-
pretty.
So
The question
maybe
is,
I
are they
should
using
eat
it for
an
their dog
energy
or
bar.
not?
So that's what I said. If you want to buy it, just keep it if you want to buy it for yourself, keep it a little looser than you would on your dog.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I never asked. No
Don't
one
ask,
ever
don't tell?
submitted. No one submitted a picture saying like hashtag honest pet or anything. Nothing. So I'm assuming it went straight to the bedroom. But
Choke collar kinks.
Rubs into that.
.com. By the
Nice.
way, did you know that onlyfeet.com exists?
Only you would know this.
OnlyFans.
Because
Right.
I was, how everyone goes, okay, like if I'm not going to make it as an OnlyFan model, maybe I can make it as like a feet model.
Yeah.
You ever
Yeah,
heard
yeah,
this thing?
definitely.
Yeah.
So I was like,
yeah.
I wonder if anyone owns onlyfeet.com, and fuck.
Yeah,
Onlyfeet.com.
One of my exes
Oh gosh.
is actually on OnlyFans now. And,
there you go.
Yeah, yeah. She used to work
spite
for this
you?
company too, so
And
it
I know
narrows
who
it
is.
down quite a
I
bit.
know who it is too.
Yeah, it's funny though.
He's like, I
because
have a subscription.
I do. I subscribe to her, Rob. No.
Oh, God. Well, from what I've been told, it's only pictures that you can find pretty much on her Instagram, like just bikinis and stuff. It's nothing crazy.
Oh,
'Cause-
see, I feel like that's like not.
That's just cheating, right?
That's cheating.
Right?
That's bullshit. I would not like. First off,
Like-
I've never paid for OnlyFans.
Don't
I
lie,
think
Rob.
it's no. I can just mom, dad, tune out for a second. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I just go on Pornhub like that. That's all you need to do. Like, why am I gonna pay for something? And plus, not to be egotistical, but being single, like some of these girls, I'm just gonna shut up before I put my foot in my mouth.
No. Keep going. This is intriguing.
Me and Ezra are both
Ah.
married, so we don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
we're
I
living
got all hyped.
vicariously through you.
I got hyped and jealous at the fact that you're probably gonna be able to do sex on the beach while drinking sex on the beach at the beach before I can obtain that goal. So, but then you're like your wife,
actually,
and I was like,
highly
that's
doubt it. You'll probably
Your
have
wife
sex
will
in the
go for that.
canyon.
tell her you're doing it for your Instagram growth. And OnlyFans.
Hashtag do it for the gram.
Do it for the gram.
Big, I need to put this in my OnlyFans.
All right, honey, break out the choke collar. We're going on a live.
Onlyfeet.com. Here we come.
Oh man.
There.
But going into I'm gonna backtrack a little bit here and go into weekend adventures. Anyone that follows my personal page or Save Our Six knows that ALY, I can't even spell my dog's name. ALY and I have been doing quite a bit of outdoor adventures, but one that actually correlates to you, and we kind of discussed this in the we'll call it the green room before we actually went live.
The pre-show
I was at a hockey tournament in Henderson like 2 weeks ago, I think, and we didn't put 2 and 2 together.
No.
that-
You didn't
Rob
put 2
did it.
and 2
It's because
together.
Rob doesn't care about you, Ezra.
No,
There
it's
we
not
go.
that. It's I have a lot of brain damage, and I forget where people
He
live.
always uses that excuse. It's okay.
No, it was one of those things that like. All right, so we've all been in the military. You go home or something like that. You go on vacation somewhere, and you're posting about it nonstop. The way I look at it is, I can't keep track of where all my friends are.
Why
So
not?
if they see where I'm at and I'm close by, holler at your boy, and me and ALY will come by. Holy shit! Like,
So
I
what
rhymed
you're
that.
saying is, if you're traveling to someone else's city, it's
But I
up
didn't
to
remember
them
that you lived there.
to figure it out that you're in their city and they need to reach out to you. That's what you're saying.
No. Yes. All right. So Austin, back me on this, because maybe the Israeli army is a little bit different on like their vacation policies. But like with the army, whenever I would go home on vacation,
Yeah.
people would like hit me up. And
Yeah.
keep
Oh
in
yeah.
mind,
No,
like,
I
I'm either
agree.
traveling from like the Middle East, I'm traveling from Europe, I'm traveling from very far away to go home and see my parents and my loved ones. And they're like 20, 30 minutes down the road, or maybe 2 hours down the road, and they're like, hey, like let's kick it. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'm at my parents' house, or I'm gonna go here tonight. These are my plans. Like, come link up. Like, I would love to see you. And they're like, no.
But do you notice how this involves you actually having to talk to them?
Yeah, but they like reached out to me. All right, I'm not gonna win this conversation.
No, you're absolutely not.
How about this? I can make up for it. I do plan on going back to Vegas, and next time I go to Vegas, here we go. Austin is responsible for remembering most of my stuff.
He's not wrong.
It's true. It's very true.
So you see, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put it on someone else.
That's what he does best.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what he does best.
Exactly. I have like a little shared list that him and I look through. Probably
I'm his
2-3
executive
times a week.
assistant, so
Yeah, he is my executive assistant. He's a great executive assistant.
He's a great executive.
Yeah, that's true too. And then he has his executive assistant, his wife. Shout out Jessica. By the way, we're trying to get Jessica on the podcast. People should
Will it ever happen?
She said maybe. I got her to commit to maybe.
I said maybe for Christmas, Rob.
Maybe for Christmas?
Maybe.
Okay, well, you're coming up.
Christmas present for you.
That'd be awesome. Because that episode is just gonna be nonstop, just verbally abusing Austin. Because anytime I've had a girlfriend on, they just ganged on me and made me feel like shit.
That's what we're supposed to do, Rob.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just supposed to happen.
Yeah. That's what we're Ezra on here for. Is just talk shit about you, Rob.
No.
I thought that was like,
yeah.
I literally got the
I'm looking humble and not Save Our Six.
The topics that we're supposed to be talking about are, and it's shit on Rob, shit on Rob, shit on Rob, shit on Rob, break, shit on Rob.
Yeah, that's why I texted him this morning. I mean, I thought that's what we were doing.
Austin, remind me not to buy stuff from Honest Petco.
Fine. I have 2 items in my cart on Savior 6, and I won't buy them. Yes, I went there.
No, I do.
honestly, actually, I'm looking at the camo zip-up hoodie. I absolutely love this.
We just added that actually.
Yeah, that just got added, I think, on Saturday.
Yeah,
And
And
then
then
we're
the
coming
do
out
one
with a
more
couple
rep.
new designs.
The
Yeah,
do
the
one more
one
rep
more
shirt
rep's
is also
cool.
badass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the OG design.
Yeah, that was actually our first shirt that we ever
Yeah.
released.
I know, but I wasn't doing any reps at that point, so I couldn't wear one.
Hey, you can do reps
Like-
with your dog.
Well,
No, but I'm like, that's like, I feel like, for example, Tier 1 Concealed has an amazing shirt that it says I carry, but it's all like messed up. The only way you could see it is if you scrunch up the shirt in a certain way, it says I carry. And
mhm.
it's like, I want to wear that, but I don't conceal carry right now. So I feel like that would be a lie, even though I really want that shirt.
I'd say just
So-
fucking buy it. Who cares?
I mean,
Because-
you'll just confuse people. And trick them into
Exactly. What if
thinking-
someone goes, "Oh, you do," and then I'm like, "No," and it's like, what the fuck you wearing the shirt for?
It's when you pull up the sleeves and say, "Welcome to the gun show, bitch."
No, there's that. Like I said, I haven't been
He
doing
doesn't have
reps.
those. He doesn't have those.
I
Oh,
haven't been
okay.
doing
Well,
reps.
get the shirt.
just
All right, I
started
got the
doing
idea.
I just started doing reps. By the
Okay,
way, I
so-
got something really badass to do reps. So when you ever want to do a fitness thing, let me know.
Holler at your boy. I do fitness a lot.
Yeah.
I like fitness.
You gotta
That's
check
his
out
thing.
JFlex. You gotta check out JFlex.
See if you can bring that up, Austin. While
I
we're
don't know who that is.
bullshitting. So
Yeah.
while he's
JFlex.
while he's bringing that up,
JFlexFitness.com.
is that something that you're doing for like a fitness program right now, or what?
No, I basically started doing just dumbbells, and I
Mhm.
just do like back. I do back, core, lower body, and then
Oh,
upper
okay.
body, and just do.
Those are interesting. Those are weird dumbbells.
No, so they have this thing. You know how like
Yeah, I see it. I'm
the
looking at it.
Show us.
hyperbell is like freaking is so cool. So basically, it's like I used to have like a whole gym set in California, but now I don't want to rebuild that whole set. That costs thousands of dollars. So
Oh, yeah.
I have 35-pound dumbbells. I have 25 pounds, and I have 45s. So this basically is this bar that clips onto the dumbbells and turns it into what's it called, a barbell.
I see it. Yeah, I was looking for it right now.
I don't need to freaking buy a barbell with more weights and all. Easy.
I'm just imagining this shit. I want to
There
see
you go.
this. All right, here we go. Zoom in a little,
It's freaking
and
genius.
then you can do like different tensions.
Yeah.
Different weights.
So you
yeah.
and then you get a kettlebell, and then you get the hyperbell.
Okay.
It's freaking dope.
It's interesting.
So the hyperbell is the version of the kettlebell.
Basically.
Yeah,
No, so the kettlebell, they have a kettlebell top, and then they have the hyperbell, which basically connects two different ones, and it can
Yeah.
hold up to 100 pounds on each, up to 50 pounds on each side, or 100 pounds on each side. I think it can hold up to 200 pounds, basically.
Okay.
It's pretty dope.
it's pretty. Yeah, that is very sweet. Actually, I need to actually check that out because I could add that to my home
Okay.
gym here.
I mean, and it works with the Bowflex adjustable dumbbells, which is what I have.
This thing
There you
is
go,
like, so
Austin.
I'm waiting for mine to come in because it's a pre-order right now.
Oh, okay. So it's
Yeah, they did their first run. Now they're doing their second run. So
Okay.
but I've been doing dumbbells for now. So hopefully once I get them a little bit more, then I can get the Suns Out, Guns Out shirt. I can get, start adding.
Do one more rep. Well, you're gonna
Do
be
one
doing
more
those
rep.
reps.
Right
Yeah.
now, I don't do one more. Right now, when my body's like, fuck you, and my body, I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah,
It's like I did one. I'm good.
One rep. No
One
more.
rep.
1 rep of 5 pounds. I'm good.
Exactly. Yeah. So
So
yeah.
Ezra, I have a question for you because I've
Go for
always
it.
been fascinated with the Israeli army.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You served. No, I just think it's interesting. Like, I think it's very patriotic toward your country. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Everyone serves, right?
So every Israeli citizen, man
Mhm.
and woman, has to serve. When I went, I was a volunteer. I wasn't a
Okay.
citizen yet. I got citizenship during my service.
Mhm.
But everybody serves at age 18.
Mhm.
And there's a few programs that are minor different that you'll serve at 19. But girls serve 2 years, dudes serve 3. Um, and basically, simple is that, you know, everybody does something. It doesn't matter if they're doing, paper pushing or fixing a helicopter or going to the front lines or doing music, whatever it is, someone's serving in some
Okay.
manner. Um, but it definitely breeds a very different culture than we have here. You
Mhm.
know,
Yeah.
it's like you said, patriotic. Like, there it's very different. Like, it's a first world country, but
Mhm.
everyone is just basically like everyone toughs it out. I guess is a good description.
They
Everyone just
embrace the
there's
suck.
100%. It's embrace the suck. Like, what it's funny because, like, I hope this doesn't come off in a wrong way or offend anybody who's Jewish or Israeli, but like I am. But um, in Israel, you don't live, you survive.
Okay.
Like, it is a country
Elaborate.
where, so it's a country where you have to bust ass to get what you want because everything is intertwined, everything is connections. So, for example, for a guy like me who went there with nobody, I didn't have the connections that some other people did have. So I would get turned down for jobs that other people would get like this, even though I was more qualified because they knew somebody. But most people there just tough it out and figure their own shit out. Like,
Mhm.
have you ever heard of Waze? WAZE,
Yeah.
the
Yeah, the
direction
Yeah.
app.
app.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Waze was created by a bunch of Israelis that wanted to work for Google on Google Maps. And Google
Oh.
Maps basically told them like, nah, you're not good enough for us. They created Waze and they ended up selling it to Google,
So to
which is
Google,
just
yeah.
like shit. It's like that is what Israel's all about. Israel's all about entrepreneur or busting ass, nitty gritty, figuring it out. Like, you look at everything that they've done on the tech side, on the medical side, on the military side, like shit.
Mhm.
They took Abrams and they turned them into the Merkava 4, which is arguably one of the best tanks in the world. You
Right.
know,
Mhm.
they took the AR-15 or the M4 and they somehow made it better. Like, they took M4s from fucking Vietnam,
Mhm.
AR-15s from Vietnam era, and made them fucking just actually work. And it's nuts.
Less like jamming and stuff.
Less jamming. Like, you're talking about it. When I had mine, it was probably as reliable as an AK-47. And if you know anything about the AK-47, you could throw that shit into mud. You could throw that
Yeah.
shit. You could have
You can do
that thing
anything
will
with that thing; it won't jam.
anything. Shove it up an elephant's ass, and you could still shoot.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely. You can take them through water. You can do
it's.
anything and
But the
everything with them, and
M4
they
was
won't
just like,
malfunction.
exactly, and the M4 wasn't to that level, but like, it worked. And like, you're talking about Vietnam era shit, like shit that the American military was like,
Yeah.
and Israel just turned. I mean, the gun that everyone's like fawning over right now, the
The
Tavor.
Yeah, that it's and so yeah, no, IWI has done a whole bunch
Dude,
of
IWI is
that
fucking amazing.
that shotgun, that new shotgun they have, the 3-barrel
Yeah,
shotgun, it's fucking badass.
dude, they're the if you're into pistols, so like I was fiddling around with this. I'm building I have a SIG P320, so it's modular. So I'm just dicking around with random parts that I want to figure out. But I bought IWI's Masada out of the box. That thing shoots smoother than a SIG and is more durable than a Glock.
Yeah, I've heard so many good things about
$300.
IWI.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
Like if you're a SIG guy, you like X. If you're a Glock guy, you like Y.
If you like 1911s, something's wrong with you. But that's okay.
Well, I mean, you might just suck dick, but yeah, I mean, But truthfully, I really want a 1911 just because I don't have one.
And everybody wants one. They just don't know why.
Yeah, I have no idea why I want a 1911.
I mean,
for the life of me, I have no idea. It's yeah, but
what are you shaking your head for, Rob?
I'm not. I'm just laughing at you.
Are you a 1911 lover over there?
I shoot H&K, and that's what kept me alive.
That's respectable.
In Iraq.
That's a good brand.
Yeah, because they upgraded us. We were having issues in Iraq with using the Beretta 9mm.
Yeah.
So they upgraded us to 45s, and a lot more stopping power.
My freaking dog is going nuts.
Okay.
Choco, come here.
Bring him on the camera.
Choco,
right?
Choco, come.
Dog's freaking out.
Can you bring Choco upstairs to Abba? Bring Choco upstairs to Abba. Because I said so.
Damn
is that
kids.
The kids?
That's the kid. Why?
Because Dad said so.
And it's like, dude, he's Israeli and he doesn't even know it. He's like 4 years old.
Yeah.
What kind of dog is he?
So he's a mutt of mutts. He's like pit German boxer, Doberman.
Okay. Hold on,
dude.
He's
gorgeous.
Your new dog, right?
Yeah, he's gorgeous. Like he's pretty.
Yeah.
Here he is.
Oh, there he is.
Okay, can you close the door? Can you go out and close the door? Yeah, no. This is not your. This needs to. You can't listen to this. You can listen when you're older. Yeah, go out. Go out. No, don't come in. Go out. Yeah, this is.
Oh wow.
This is the boy.
Oh, okay.
So
pretty doggy.
Handsome fella. What type of dog is it?
A mutt.
This is like a pit. He's like a pit lab boxer German.
And you said you got him out there?
Yeah, I got him at a shelter, and then there's my boy in the back.
Yeah, hiding.
Oot, out. Oh, out. Okay, close my door then.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, no, it's fine. We'll
but Choco is. I'm training him to be a service animal, so he's gonna go on flights with me and travel with me and be the face of the company, basically.
There you go.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's the way Allie is now, and that's been one of the greatest adding parts of my life. I mean, the past 2 years have been incredible with her, and I know that you obviously love animals. Let's get into that a little bit about the creation of Honest Petco.
Let's talk about that.
So my question to you is, you were talking about entrepreneurship and hard work runs through the Israeli bloodline. Do you think that is what pushed you to become an entrepreneur and start Honest Petco?
That and my inability to listen to fucking orders. I
think we all have that issue.
Yeah, I mean, if you served, you definitely have that issue, right? No, but seriously, I've done everything from real estate to loans to What did I do? I was a car salesman for a little bit. Like
Right.
I've done
See what sticks.
everything. And I was not bad at those things. I was actually
Right.
very
Just what your
good.
passion.
The biggest issue was that I couldn't I couldn't take it. I couldn't like having someone lord over me and tell me how to run my life and run my day and do what I need to do. It was just like in loans. I didn't like saying no to people. I like
Right.
there has to be a way to figure out how someone can get a loan. Like why are we turning people away? You know, for me that was like the thing really that set me off for loans actually was they denied someone, the company that I was working for denied someone, and I swear to God, it was based off of race and ethnicity. 100%.
It's awful.
The guy made more money than I'll probably ever see in my lifetime, and had it sitting in a bank, in that bank, and he like his debt to income ratio was going to be like 20%.
Yeah.
Like he would have so much money left over, and they're like, "No, you don't qualify." And it's like,
right.
you can buy this house that I'm sitting in like 7 times. Like, nah.
Yeah.
So like that was it for me. Like I got out of the loan world. Then I went into warehousing, and I was doing very good at that. And actually, I probably wouldn't have left, and I probably wouldn't have started this by COVID. And COVID and the ability to pay someone doing exactly what I could do.
Oh, there's another one.
An even smaller one.
The one that's naked.
There's a naked baby on the podcast.
So wait 1 second. Is this the first?
Yes.
Is this the
first
first?
naked baby ever?
This is not the first naked human though.
First naked human. Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Do you think we just have naked people on here all the time?
I mean, with him? Who knows?
With him.
You take Benny out. Take him out. Go take him out. Take Benny out. Go. You could take that with you.
Yeah,
take
Rob's just on here naked all the time.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Gotta love kids.
No. You take Benny out. Take him downstairs to go get a diaper. Go, take him.
Go get clothes on.
Go get clothes on. Tell mommy he needs to get dressed. Oh my God.
If you're listening
don't
to
yell
this
at
audio,
dude.
if you're listening
By
to this
the
on
way,
audio,
like,
please go to our
this is the most
YouTube.
organic podcast you probably ever have. Like straight up.
It's definitely up there. So 42 minutes is where it gets interesting. Go to YouTube. Go to Fight Like Hell podcast.
This podcast, this video might get taken down.
Yeah, it might get taken down. Go watch
It
it.
might. Dude, by the way, that would be amazing. Sorry, but it would be kind of amazing. Anyway,
we've had one get taken down because we showed
a UFC fight.
Yeah, we showed a UFC fight. Well, we showed highlights, and UFC actually came after us.
They're like, "Fuck you."
Nice. That's how you know you're getting somewhere.
Right.
That's what we said. I think it was like episode 32 or
it was 32. I think is what it was.
Just close the door.
Yeah. So
and then anyway,
YouTube channel, it's not there.
So yeah, so I probably wouldn't have left that company, but really what happened was that they were able to pay someone who does exactly what I do less. And they were able to pay him less, and they're like, why not? Especially during COVID, like we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So let's pay someone less. So they basically had me train my successor, as it were, or train my replacement, and they booted me out. Yeah, and we moved out to Vegas for a job that I was gonna work, and I was starting there, and then they let me go due to company politics. I don't know what that means. Like that was the explanation. And then I was like, I need to figure out I need to do something with a purpose. I didn't want to do something where I was just a drone or,
Right.
doing something, just because, like, save our six, vigilant and humble. These are passion,
Mhm.
there's there's passion behind save our six. There's passion behind vigilant and humble. And I wanted that. I wanted to feel that again. Um, Kind of like how I felt in the military, where I felt like I was actually doing something, right?
Right, you're
And
belonging.
right. So I was like, okay, well, what do I like? Well, I like guns. Okay, there's like guns is probably the worst thing to be in under the Biden administration. Let's just be real.
Right.
And
One
and
is not
then I was
exactly
like,
easy to get into either.
right, it's not
Yeah.
easy to get into, and it's a saturated market.
Oh
And
yeah.
I was like, okay, fine. I
So
was
you're
like,
saying dog treats aren't?
oh, dog treats are, but here's the difference. The
Quality
difference
dog
was,
treats,
Yeah.
though.
well, that and Chewy is amazing. Up until I
Mhm.
started my own site, I used Chewy. Here's the problem. There is not a site out there that I know of
Mhm.
that focuses on the health and longevity of your pet.
Right.
Chewy sells everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They don't care as long as they make
They don't
money.
care. Amazon, everything.
Yeah, Rob's mad at them right now.
Petco, everything.
Yeah,
They
I'm
sell
in a huge
everything
thing.
without a care in the world about if that product is detrimental to the longevity of your dog.
Right.
They don't. They don't care. They don't give two shits. Not only that, but Chewy doesn't give back.
Is that a
Chewy doesn't
cat
give a
in the
rat's.
background?
That was his
No,
dog.
no, that's my dog.
Oh, okay.
That's a
No,
really
I'm
big
like,
cat.
I was like, what just
no, but
happened?
like,
What jumped
but
behind
Chewy
you?
doesn't have a mission. Chewy's mission is to sell as much dog traits as they possibly can. That's
Right.
their mission.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait a second. Their cops right now are in the worst light that they've ever been
Oh yeah.
in my
100%.
recollection.
Yep.
In my
100%.
recollection. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, okay. And then there's organizations out there, Rescue 22 and Georgia Police Canine, and if for guys out in Vegas Casino Canine, shout out to Kyle. Kyle's like an amazing dude. He has a dog Amadeus. Puts out some funny ass shit. If you ever want to see his stuff is amazing. Canine Amadeus. But like guys like that, they have a passion for animals as well. Brady's Canine Fund,
Mattis. Marky
Canine
Yeah,
Mattis.
Invest,
we were talking
Mattis.
about Mattis,
Yeah.
Yeah,
someone who
Mattis.
we've
Like
had on the
all these
podcast.
guys are talking about like how these animals save their life.
Yeah.
My dog, the dog that I rescued in Israel, not this one, the one that I rescued in Israel who died right before I started this company, is the reason I started this company. She saved my life. Had I not rescued her, had I not brought her into my life, I don't know if I'd be sitting here today. I don't know if I'd be dead in a ditch. I don't know what would be, because I was depressed as all hell. I wasn't fitting in Israel. I was working 16, 18-hour days, and I was surviving.
Right.
And a dog saved my life, and I wanted to give back. And what I realized was, in the Bible, and also in like the Torah, which is the Jewish thing,
Mhm.
it talks about giving from what you get and helping others. So generally speaking, if you're Mormon, Church of Latter-day Saints, they call it tithing, and they give 10% of their paycheck to the church, which then spreads it out to whoever.
Mhm.
Jews do the same thing, just not to the church. They give it to needy people, organizations, blah, 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 blah. So I was like, okay, well, everything I brought up on is about giving back. So let me give back. And I said, okay, pets are my thing, animals are my thing. So I got that part. And giving back I'm passionate about America, about our police, about our law enforcement, about our military, the guys who protect the casinos, all these guys. Like, I couldn't serve in the American military once I got once I got citizenship for Israel, I could have served, but I would never go above, I think they called it private, right above private first classes or something. I don't know. They
Specialist.
basically said,
Specialist.
what?
It's
Specialist.
E4 specialist.
So I think they would never let me get to even E4 if
Damn.
I tried to join with my dual citizenship, because
Oh,
they're
interesting.
like, oh, then you get into like stuff that's confidential, and if you passing secrets and blah blah blah. I was like, okay, fine, I get that, I get that.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm American. I'm living an amazing life thanks to people who've shed blood, sweat, and tears for this country, both in blue, both in green, in wherever. And I appreciate it. My family appreciates it. You know, we wouldn't have what we have without guys like yourselves, guys like Mark, guys like Mattis, guys like Kyle, you know, all these individuals. We wouldn't have the freedoms that we have without people like you. So I was like, those people deserve so much more. And there's 1,001 organizations that give to the people, but how many give back to the animals? Oh yeah. And and that's when I was like, this is what I got to do. I got to give back. I got to do something for canines specifically. I'm not a cat person, so if I was a cat person, I'd probably say I would do it for
I
cats
don't
as
blame
well. But I'm not a cat person, so I focus
But
on
you
the dogs.
you sell cat treats, though, right?
I
Or
do
no?
sell cat treats. I do sell
Okay.
cat treats. Choco, dai, must speak. And I sell cat treats. I'm looking into bird stuff. I'm looking into horse stuff.
Hey, you gotta
But
sell everything.
I gotta sell everything. But at the same time, I don't want to sell just anything. I've been approached by countless brands. The biggest one I've been approached by that I turned down was Purina.
Good job.
Purina called me, and I said no.
That's a compliment, and it was a smart decision by you.
I told them, and I told the rep, I said, your food is not healthy. It doesn't take into account the longevity and health of my dog. I will not bring you on board. And they're like, yeah, like, fine. I don't give a shit. Like,
right, it's my company, not yours.
it's the fastest, it's the biggest mover in the world. Great. I don't care. For me, it's not about
a paycheck. It's not about
this is gonna sound
how you can make the most money.
Yeah, it's gonna sound weird. I'm not about making money.
Right. No, I understand that
fucking
completely.
stupid. I'm about how can I give back to someone else.
And can you explain that a little bit? Because your website, when I bought TREATs, I can't spell for shit tonight. TREA.
That's every night. What are you talking about?
S's for Allie. At the end, if I remember correctly, there's a way that you can actually like do donations and round up. Can you explain that?
Yeah. So basically right now we're doing it on a 2-month basis, but for every 2 months, we basically partner with a organization. So this month we're doing Rescue 22. Next month we're doing Georgia Police Canine. And basically what we're enabling our customers to do is not only do we have a bundle that Rescue 22 created, which they make a percentage off of, but you can also go ahead, buy that bundle, and then donate to them, and they'll get 100% of the proceeds that you donated them. So if you say, I'm going to buy this bundle, which let's just say it gets them, let's say like $5, and then you're like, I also want to donate to them $10, they just got $15. And then
that's awesome.
We think about that as like, okay, well, but you're giving an organization like $15. They didn't have that $15
That's
before.
one person though. You know,
right. But they didn't have that $15 before.
If 100 people buy that, you know.
Right. So they got 30, I think they got like $30 or $50 in donations last week. Just donations, not even talking about the bundles that we sold.
Right.
Just in donations, they got $30 or $50. Which, okay, It's
It's
it
better than
might be a
nothing.
drop in the bucket for their overall budget, but in the grand scheme of things, that's still 30 or $50 more than they had before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. Like we were talking about overnight success. This is not overnight success.
Right.
We're here for the long haul. We're not going to be that company that's going to shut down in the middle. I'm the guy, like this is family owned and operated. This is Israeli veteran owned, not American veteran owned. I told you guys I had a story for you. So
Yeah, tell us.
I'm and this we can actually put out as a poll if you want. You can get feedback on. So I served in the IDF.
Mm-hmm.
When I got in, I was in a frontline combat unit called Dukhifat, which was part of an overall unit called Kfir. Our task was basically to be in what's called the Green Zone, so Palestinian controlled territory
Mm-hmm.
in Israel. So in the West Bank, we were on outposts all along the border. And we would go in when there was a terrorist attack or we got word about terrorist activity. We would go in, capture the guy, bring him out, whatever. That was our job. That was what we were tasked to do. I had finished basic. I was in advanced, and my best friend in the world was shot and killed, unfortunately, through no fault of his own by our commander.
Oh shit.
So they were on a patrol. I was on base at that point. I was doing security. I was doing guard duty. I guess it would be the word guard duty at like the pillbox.
Yeah.
They were out doing a nighttime raid or whatever, and a terrorist came and antagonized, and then the commander ran to go get him, and then my buddy saw that, ran after to didn't want him to go with it by himself, and
Right.
then the radio guy followed them, so it was the three of them, and they ran in between houses. You guys you were in Afghanistan or Iraq?
I was in Iraq and Afghanistan and a couple other spots.
Okay, so in Iraq, you remember how in some of the villages the houses are very close together?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's like that in almost every Arab village in the world.
Every third world country is like that.
Yeah, basically. So and they found themselves basically in between two buildings in an alley.
Yeah.
And a bunch of guys jumped out and started arresting them to get their guns and to basically lynch them.
Right.
My buddy got his guy down, and the radio guy got his guy down, and there were 2 or 3 guys on the commander wrestling for his gun, and I somehow the safety came off and someone's finger was in the trigger and just ripped, I think 3 to 5, maybe even 6 shots, and 4 found my buddy.
Okay.
So that point, I had no idea when it happened, but immediately call went out, and then the base came alive, but they didn't say who went down or anything. Everyone went out. They tried to revive him, mouth to mouth, didn't make it. I'm about a month towards the end of advanced, which right after advanced, then you get split up into 3 divisions inside the unit, and then you basically continue your service for the last however long you have until you go out. So that part basically takes like a year and a few months. So it's like basically like a 13 or it's 14 months of training altogether. And I was in advance, which is the last few months of the 14 months. Off the bubble, please. And at that point, when I found out, tore me up. Just I didn't know how to handle it. And like we were talking about before, Israel's a very different country where it's like just power through.
Yeah.
So PTSD, the idea of like treating it doesn't, at least then, didn't really exist there. It was more like, okay, go take a 3 days off and just recover and come back. I tried it, didn't work. And for about good 6 weeks, every time I looked down the barrel, every time I looked down my sights, I would see his face. It was just creepy as all hell. So I didn't finish advanced with my team. I had to finish it later. But what they assigned me to for the remainder of my service basically was intelligence for my unit. So we would collect intelligence, walking around with my plate carrier. We would collect intelligence in the field, and then we would plan out missions, and then if we would about 75% of the time we would go on the missions with them. So did I see combat like I wanted? No. Did I serve? I mean, I consider it serving.
Yeah.
But there was a dude in my unit who thought that what I did was weak. So I was actually having a live with somebody on Veterans Day, and the person went into the live and said, "You're not a vet." I'm like, I haven't talked to this guy 10 years.
Jeez.
And he's like, "You didn't finish advanced with us. You didn't fight. You're not a vet. Vets are fighters." I was like, okay.
It's not true.
So I shut my mouth.
There's plenty of people that are.
So I shut my mouth because
Right.
I'm not that guy. I'm the guy who just, you want to vent all you want, But the guest texted me and he goes, "Who is this guy?" So I told him the story that, by the way, this is one of the few times I've ever told the story. I've been in therapy recently, and I started learning how to voice, because it's important, supposedly.
Yeah, it definitely is.
What do I know? So basically, he told me, he's like, "Don't let it get to you. Like, doesn't matter if you got coffee for a commander for 3 years of your fucking life, and you wore your uniform, you served.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter." I was like, okay. But that guy started just blasting me inside my comments for a good 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It was
and
trippy
some
as all
people
hell.
Yeah, and some people have that idea. Some people believe, oh, you're only a true veteran if you went overseas and did all these badass things, and you shot this many people, and everybody has the people that think that.
Right. It was an interesting wake up, because I thought I had left that part. This guy and I did not vibe when I was in the army at all. We got into so many fights. And he, we didn't, I thought I left that part of my life behind me.
Right.
And it was very interesting to see that. And I was like, for 10 years you've been following me, and now you randomly you put on blast on my business. Seriously, dude.
Yeah.
But it was just I guess it's funny because I've been taking a poll, what do people consider a veteran? Do people consider a veteran someone who's served, fight in combat, or is it somebody who just wore the uniform?
So this is coming from a combat veteran, and a veteran to me, and when I was 19 through 23, 24, I might have given you a different description because I was very egotistical of my service. But one of the things that I definitely have learned over the years is, in my opinion, a veteran is someone who's put on that uniform and has served their country. It doesn't matter in what capacity. It doesn't matter if they've actually been in combat. It doesn't matter if they supported combat. It's the fact that you don that uniform, that you put yourself in a situation that you could potentially get injured, killed, lose best friends, lose family members, and essentially served your country. So I'm telling you, like in my heart to you,
Yeah.
like you're
Yeah.
a veteran,
Yeah, I
100%
agree.
a veteran. And I
So
think I think the majority of our followers would agree with that statement
Yeah,
because
100%.
I can't do my combat operations without the supporting cast, especially like intelligence. That's one of the things that I learned the most about in um, my second go around in the military because I got
Mhm.
recalled because I worked directly with intel and we started doing a lot more of capturing instead of just killing our targets because my first deployment I killed I'll just say we killed a lot of targets that we sat on for days and the intelligence community actually helped us capture some of those targets and bring them in and then learn more about the people that we were targeting to actually kill weren't the culprits. Like they were just, innocent, like farmers and families that had been embedded with the Taliban, Al Qaeda, ISIS, and they were being forced into these situations where they actually weren't the bad guys. They were in a situation where if they didn't do what they were being told, they were going to kill their families. So I would say the intel, I mean, all the jobs are important because they kind of fit that puzzle piece to do your combat operations. But Intel is definitely up there, man. You 100% served.
yeah, I
Sorry, that's a
appreciate
long
that.
rant. It's a
No, no,
long
no,
rant.
dude. I appreciate it. I mean, like, look, to me, like I've had people say to me, like, don't put veteran owned on your site because you're
Fuck
like,
that. Put it on
like,
there.
and again, for me, I respect like there are some of the guys that told me that are American vets. Like when we think veteran owned, we think American veteran owned. I'm like, okay, look, I appreciate that. So that's why I put on
Yeah,
mine. I put American born idea of veteran owned, right?
right.
Because
Yeah.
I again I respect, right? I have nothing but love and respect for anything that anybody who's done what we have done.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not easy to leave everything you know and just pick up and go and not know if you're going to come back at all.
Yeah. Well, especially
You
when you're
know,
going to, especially when you're going to, 'cause you said you were born in the United States,
I
right?
was born in Boston, Massachusetts. I was raised in Venice Beach, California. Like
Okay. So yeah,
I wasn't
especially
going
like
home.
leaving, yeah, especially leaving there and going to, somewhere, over there and joining their army. You're not. It's not like you're joining, the United States Army or the American Army. You're going to a
Right.
whole different country and joining
It's
their army.
it
That's
was
completely different than.
I honestly wish. It's funny because I was having this talk with a buddy of mine who I served with, and we were like, "Shit, if I could go back to the military today, I'd be
Mm,
such a better soldier." Like,
right.
fuck,
Well,
like,
yeah.
uh, I mean,
How
shit.
old
If
were
I
you when
if
you went in?
I was 20, 21,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
was
Your
like,
brain is
I
still
just
mushed then, and it's filled
my
with
brain's mush now, but like,
yeah, but like
uh,
it's not a fully developed brain is what I'm getting
no,
at.
it's
And
not. And
you have
also, like,
no life
it's
experience yet.
right. I had just come off freaking I was arrested when I was 17 for stealing my rabbi's car. Like I was just off probation. Dude, I literally stole my
Wait, that's a
rabbi's
good
car.
story.
Oh, dude,
How'd that happen?
he left the keys in a place that I knew and I joyrode it for 2.5 weeks. I
Oh,
got pulled
that
over
long?
on
2.5
the
Jeez.
weeks?
That's a long
2.5 weeks.
time. I thought you were gonna
I
say
was gonna
hours.
I was gonna return it the night that I got pulled over, but his kids came home early and saw the car was missing.
Oh,
Yeah, so they called the
damn
cops.
kids.
I got pulled over by I think it was 5 or 7 cars with a helicopter on the busiest intersection in Los Angeles. It's Wilshire
Jeez.
and Fairfax. If you've ever been
Mhm.
there, if
Never
you
been
know the
there.
Peterson Auto Museum is like the number
I've
one
heard of
auto
it.
museum in the
Yeah,
world.
I've heard of
So
it.
I got pulled over right next to the Peterson Auto Museum. Literally, like just face down.
Spotlight.
Dude, no joke, no joke. crying my fucking eyes out.
Well,
I
yeah,
was bawling. I was
Yeah,
like,
because you were 17.
I don't know what I did. Literally like this. I'm sorry. Dude,
Yeah.
I'm just a good
I was
Jewish
like,
boy. I don't know what you did.
I was literally,
Uh,
I was like, I'm Jewish. I don't know what I'm doing. I
it's not
like,
my fault.
no, it was bad. Like, it's funny because the girl that was in the car with me at the time, she got married recently and had a kid, and I commented on her thing. I was like, congrats on the kid, and she's like, wow, I don't think I've talked to you since that night. I'm like, that night? And she's like, yeah, the night we got thrown into the jail. I was like, oh, that was you. Right. Now I understand why you haven't talked to me since.
Right?
It was just like, yeah, no one can come in. But yeah, it was just like life then was very different. And like
Yeah.
I probably would have been a hell of a better soldier. I probably would have gone to the US military after I was in the IDF. Um, I really did want to.
Yeah.
And
I
I
mean,
regret.
at
I think
least
that's my
one of
biggest
the
regret.
yeah, I think one of the best things that IDF has brought though is Krav Maga.
Dude, do
Dude,
you
like
know?
I love Krav Maga. Like I'm
So
fascinated with Krav Maga.
Krav Maga, the master of Krav Maga, actually is or was like a 89 or 90-year-old dude who used to
Really?
teach like the Sayeret Matkal, which is basically, I think Sayeret Matkal is basically like your Green Berets, and then Shayet Shloshestre is like like the Navy SEALs. So he used to teach them. Like,
Okay.
like, do you like 90 something years old?
That's crazy.
That's just baller.
But
Like
yeah, no,
absolute
like I said,
baller.
Krav Maga is crazy. Like it's no, that's the question I have. So were you guys taught Krav Maga because you
Yes,
were IDF?
but very weird. Like we
Okay.
weren't taught like a lot of like the hand to hand. We were taught more how to use our gun, how to use our M4 to subdue
Hmm.
an enemy
Oh, okay.
with Krav Maga.
Whereas Krav Maga is based on hand and like
It's
yeah,
it's the
knees.
weirdest version of Krav
Yeah.
Maga there is. Like we're just like, okay, hit, and then like, okay, fine, your gun falls to the side, but it was mainly about how to use your gun for defense, and
Right.
then
Okay.
hands be secondary, which is like
Okay.
if
Yeah,
you
the
to go
complete
to Krav
opposite.
Maga, it's like how to use your hands and your
Yeah,
gun is
your hands are
secondary.
your
It's like,
tools. Hands and
yeah,
knees.
what the dude? Yeah, because I went in there, I had already known Krav Maga when I got in, and then like we're
Okay.
doing Krav Maga course, and I'm like, yes, something I can actually do
You're like,
good.
this is not
And
what
then
I
they're
thought
like,
it
I
was.
was like, what the balls is this?
Right.
And yeah, it was very odd. Um, but yeah, Krav Maga was fun. The Israeli military
Okay.
was
And how many
very
years did you
different.
spend? How many years did you spend in Israel?
Two and a half, two and a
2.5
half.
years. Okay.
I could have
What
done
made you come back?
longer. My wife. So
Oh, okay. Damn
I
women.
served, and then I went to the then I served at the Knesset, and then I was dating a girl. I was dating a girl, and worked Greenpeace. Kid you not. I worked for Greenpeace for like 8 months.
I don't know what that is. Am I supposed to know what
Greenpeace
that is?
Greenpeace is like save the whales, don't drill for oil.
Oh, okay.
Let's go board boats.
Oh,
Like,
never heard of
yeah,
them.
that's who I worked for them for like 6 to 8 months because my girlfriend at the time, she wanted to work for them. So I was like, okay,
You're like,
well,
yeah, I'll do whatever you want, babe.
yeah, and that's literally what it was. But then we broke up, and then I was still there for a little bit, and then my wife and I were talking, and I was like, what am I doing in this country? I have no family.
Okay.
My friends are all getting great jobs because they have connections.
Hmm.
And you know what? I'm going home. And
Okay.
just picked up everything, picked up the dog, got my dog a first class ticket, basically to LA and moved back and then started my jumping
your
around trying
climb.
to figure out what to do to provide for myself.
And now you're here.
So and now I'm here talking to you beautiful gentlemen.
I know. So okay, so
look at it. Look at that smile.
so another thing. So back onto Honest Pet, something we want to talk about is the Rescue 22 Foundation bundle that you guys are doing.
Yes.
I'm gonna bring it up on, but yeah. So talk about that and talk about what it is and.
Yeah. So Rescue 22. I am obsessed with what they do. I am more of the adopt, don't shop kind of idea.
Mhm.
But at the same time, you shop. It doesn't change. Doesn't mean you're any better or worse.
Hey, look, you get one of those grenade dispensers.
Yeah, look at that. You get a grenade dispenser. But basically, the Rescue 22 bundle was built by them. They looked at it and said, okay, what do we want in
Of course,
a bundle?
they picked the grenade dispenser.
Oh, 100%. They loved it. That and the Molly pouch they loved.
I see that. The military things they picked.
Oh yeah, and they picked something that Rob loves, which is the on-the-go energy bars, and basically everything that they put in there was just to cater to what the dogs, the way that they use their dogs. Now, I love Rescue 22 because of their adopt, like they're
Right.
going to shelters and they're rescuing a dog and training that dog to be a service dog for a veteran. Like they're saving 2 lives.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's their mission, is to save 2 at a time.
Oh yeah, and it's just it's incredible. Like you're talking about the epitome of just awesomeness is these guys. And
yeah. Oh yeah.
Like they're getting 5% on the bundle. So, well, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know what the math is on the 99 times 5%. Like, this is why I don't do this shit. So they're getting like $450 per bundle. So if they're getting $450 per bundle, and then you decide to donate an extra $10, you just got them $14.50.
Yeah.
And you got your dog.
Yeah.
A whole slew of things. Now, the best part about the best part of what we did with this is that this bundle is never going to go away.
Oh, okay. So you can keep that on there?
This bundle will always be there.
Okay.
The roundup for them won't. The roundup for them ends in December, and then December is I think the last month for them. And then January we start for 2 months a new Georgia Police Canine, if I'm not mistaken. And these these guys will forever be able to make money off of this bundle forever. I'm not taking this down. And if you look at all of the bundles that we did, like all of the bundles that we did make sense for certain things. So you got your deployment bundle. That's like for guys like Rob, who's always on the go. Your new recruits is like your puppies. Your major munchers is more of like your mouthy dogs. The holiday bundle is always going to change. So sometimes it will be, right now it's more of a Thanksgiving, Christmas theme. So it's got, turkey and kale, and I don't know why kale is a Thanksgiving thing, but it's got kale. And then build your own treat bundle, which is basically just things that if you use the licky mat and the silver slide and other things, you can make something for your dog constantly. So like bundles was something that we thought of that would just tick all the boxes. And the Rescue 22 Foundation one is just, it has in mind us, you, me, like your listeners. They would vibe with the Rescue 22 bundle because it's all the things that they want for their dog and for them for their
Right.
dog.
Yeah.
Like the grenade, the
Yeah.
toys involved are just like are perfect.
Rob's energy bars.
Rob's energy
Yeah.
bar.
Yeah, I'm looking at the bundles right now too. The on the go one definitely, or the deployment bundle, is that
Yeah.
one? That
So
one's
they're all
legit.
named kind of with like a military theme. They're like
Right,
peachy like
right.
that. But like
Yeah,
the
your
deployment
site is
bundle is
so
like
much better now, man. Like it's
Yeah,
so
it
much
looks a lot
easier
better.
to
oh,
find shit.
and we give discounts to, if you go to the hero discount, we give discounts to military, first first
But
responders.
that doesn't work on the bundles though, does it?
It does.
Oh, it does? Okay. Well, I didn't think so because
I
they're already
mean,
on sale.
I would have,
Oh.
if it doesn't, tell me,
Oh, okay.
because then I'm wrong. But from what I was told, it does.
Oh, I just figured it was already on sale. So I mean, usually
No, the
most
bundles are
websites
always
don't.
discounted. The
Oh, okay.
bundles are always discounted. The bundles are basically, so for example, if you took that, if
Well,
you
I'll tell
took
you
what
right now.
Rescue 22, if you took the Rescue 22 bundle and you priced it out, it would be $101.92.
Oh, okay.
We're saving you the difference between 101 and 89 by bundling everything together.
Okay.
So like we basically discount you to bundle certain things, and we're gonna have more bundles out there. But the hero discount was, you know, when we talked about like giving back and helping, we don't stop at military and law enforcement.
Mhm.
Fire, EMT, doctors, nurses, teachers, professors, all these people are doing something to help others. Whether it's you know, working 10, 20, 30-hour shifts at the hospital,
Yeah.
or the guys that ran into the World Trade Centers on 9/11. Like,
Right. Yeah. No. Oh, yeah.
we don't look at people and say, okay, you don't fall into a group. So for us, teachers, medical, first responders, and military are all considered heroes in our book, and everybody gets a 10% discount on their order.
Okay.
So yeah, just our way of giving back.
Yeah, man. Okay. So next up, Rob, I think there's something Rob wanted to talk about, the Forever Dog book.
Oh yeah. So my mom is very much into, you know, making either her own treats or buying food or treats that are actually, like, you can read the ingredients. So basically, like, and she's about ready to get a puppy here in a little bit. So I'll definitely turn her onto your page and get her going with a new recruit pouch or new
There you
recruit
go.
bundle.
Bundle.
Maybe I'll do that for the when the puppy arrives or whatever. But anyways, my mom's always been like big on like health for dogs, and I recently started listening to an audiobook, and I guess a really popular book that came out. It's called The Forever Dog. Have you ever heard of that?
The Forever Dog.
Yeah, The
I
Forever
am
Dog.
so bad with
Names.
names. I've heard of it. I've not read it yet. It's on my
I'm a little
list.
bit. It's pretty good on audio, although you apparently are so far behind on some of your audio. We had pre conversations about that to the point where actually two things that you've talked about on this podcast we've actually had on as guests. We've had Eric from Rescue 22, who's amazing, and we actually did a program with them to help give back for our 22 challenge. And then we also had Mark and Mattis on. But if you prefer audio because you are a busy businessman and a busy father with naked kids running around the house,
Naked.
the book is on like longevity, and I know that with Honest Petco, part of the reason why you started the company was because you wanted to make treats and
Right.
things that are going to actually prolong the life. So when you were hitting on that stuff earlier, I made sure to add into our show notes to bring up that book, because I think a lot of the information in there will coincide with your mission, and it's
100%. So it's funny because I've heard of um I've heard of I think his name Rodney Habib.
yeah,
He's written another book, I think, or two other books. Um, but he's definitely him, and I believe the other person is, correct me if I'm wrong, it was something Becker. Was it Judy Becker?
Judy Becker, I think it is actually. Um,
Um, well, what I think it's Becker. I think is the other author. But I
I'm
have
looking it
this.
up
It's
right
funny
now.
that you bring it up. I actually have this on my podcast list. I have it. I downloaded it on Audible, and I
You're just so busy.
I no I don't know what happens. I swear I
Mm.
put on a podcast and like just blow
Oh,
through it, and it's like, what? Oh, he's back.
at least it's
And
closed.
just next
Oh,
thing I
that's the wrong
know,
one.
I'm in like seven episodes deep, and it's like, what are they? What?
Right.
So I need to do better on that. Yes, I'm ashamed to admit that I'm on the Memorial Day episode.
Where I cried quite a bit.
I
That's like
just
every
started
that's
it.
like every other
I
episode, so it's okay.
It's
I
every like
just
3 or
started it.
4. Yeah, I got
I just
super
started it,
emotional
so
in
I
that
have
one.
to I have to get to the part where you cry.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
a
I
super
just started.
emotional episode.
Yeah, I got
Well,
super emotional for obvious
well,
reasons.
the ups. I mean, Memorial Day is a very emotional day for me as well. It's it's
Well, especially with everything that happened in Afghanistan recently, and
oh my God.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
That
that's why it was super emotional for the most part.
I can only
Mhm.
imagine what you guys went through. Like
So,
I'd be so pissed.
so
I
Yeah.
just yeah. Yeah. I'm like, well, there we go, Debbie Downer.
No,
right?
no, it's all good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but honestly, like I would
I'll
say
listen to this. I'm going on a flight tomorrow,
Oh,
so
where you going?
I'll put this. I'm going to LA.
Oh, gonna
Yeah,
go
my
check out your warehouse?
no, unfortunately, a very close friend of mine and my family, um, their son. So I was very close with him. My father's close
Mm-hmm.
with the father. The son, 42 years old. He cancer finally won
That's
on Saturday morning.
fucking
So
cancer.
yeah, seriously. So I'm going. Me and my dad are flying over there. My dad can't really walk well.
Okay.
So he's kind of disabled in a way.
Right.
So I'm flying with him. We're leaving at I think 6 in the morning, and then getting back at 3 in the afternoon.
Okay.
So just a short. It's 45
Yes.
minutes, so it's not that bad.
Right. Yeah. From Henderson to LA, super short flight.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I mean, so yeah, we're gonna do that, and then yeah, that's tomorrow. So I'll have some time to listen to this. I doubt it's a 45-minute book, but
No, I think it's like an hour and a half.
okay. So I could listen to part
Yeah,
of it on the
there and
first
back, and I
leg
think
and
you'll be
part of it
good.
on the second leg. There you go. So, but yeah, that's definitely it's on my list. So I will listen to it, and I'll give you my 2 cents.
Okay.
We could do a book
Better.
review, book
Okay.
club.
Yeah. We should both talk after it because I don't know, I'm like 30-40 minutes into it. So and yeah,
Is it good?
it's a good book so far. It's a little bit I feel like sometimes like I personally prefer podcasts because it's a real conversation.
hmm
And
Hmm.
I've pushed away from a lot of books unless they're actual stories. Like the Jack Carr books are incredible. They're like action, suspense,
We
and
need to have him
Alex
on, Rob.
Berenson.
We just need to get him on.
yeah, we're low key, we're trying to
Gotta
work
talk to
something where we
Jason.
can get I know I am gonna
Dude,
talk to Jason.
Alex Berenson is awesome. Dude, I love Jack Carr is legit. Alex Berenson is amazing. All those guys they write some really good stuff.
What books has he written?
Alex Berenson? Oh god, dude, don't get me on titles. Now I have to actually look.
Come on, you're supposed to know these things, Ezra.
Once I put the book down, it's like, okay, I'm done. Where is it?
Okay.
John Wells. He does John Wells novels.
I don't know
So
what that
Secret
is.
Soldier, Deceivers, Ghost War,
The Faithful
Okay,
Five.
yeah,
The Wolves,
War,
Night
Rivers.
Ranger.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know. The only thing that's my negative feedback on it so far is I feel like it's kind of redundant what they're saying, and I wish they would just kind of like get into the meats and the potatoes, literally, about like what I'm supposed to do to keep Allie alive longer. But
Right.
Don't
the summary
serve her potatoes.
Don't what?
No, literally. Potatoes are actually really potatoes are like the
What about
same way
sweet potatoes?
do with sweet potatoes are actually significantly better for your dog than potatoes. Potatoes are high in fat. The same way, if for your own nutrition, would you eat, if you had a choice between a potato or a sweet potato, which would you eat?
Sweet.
Exactly.
Austin,
And there's nutritional
would eat
benefits.
a
I mean, me personally, I'd probably go regular potatoes, but that's just me.
God damn it, Austin.
Take care of yourself.
I'm
Longevity.
trying to, yeah, I know. That's why I've been telling him. Like, he orders like these drinks at Starbucks, and I'm like, dude, less sugar, more coffee.
All the sugar.
No, and then the other day they screwed up his order, and I was so happy because they actually
know.
put less sugar in his fucking
There you
drink.
go.
Yeah, it's
So
because I was
instead of
talking to
the
Rob.
13 pumps, they put the normal 4.
It was 16 I wanted. Okay.
He's like extra this, extra that. I'm like, no, Austin, no extra.
I just want a gallon of creamer and like a cup of coffee.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's not coffee.
He wants a splash of coffee with his creamer.
Exactly. No, but seriously, potatoes. This is one of those things. This is one of the things that I told Purina. Purina is heavy on potatoes. Potatoes in everything within reason, right? So if you're gonna have potatoes are super high in fat, and the same way you would choose a sweet potato over a potato is the same reason why you should choose anything over a potato for your dog. Potatoes cause obesity. I mean, it's not if you give your dog one potato, it's not going to turn them obese.
Right.
But if you consistently feed your dog potatoes and potato-based foods, then will your dog become obese? Chances are yes.
Yeah. And the thing about the book is the ideology behind it is they're trying to make you look at what you're giving your dog for food, and instead of going down the routes of giving food like Purina, that's, poor Purina, we've been beating the shit out, but at the same time, fuck Purina, because like, they're essentially, they're talking about, like, one of the things that I found interesting is they're talking about dog life expectancies are actually going down. So like a dog that's supposed to live for like 15 years old are dying at like 10 years old now on average. Like, you're losing all of it because it's the crap that we're feeding them from the store.
Right.
It's shitty treats, it's shitty nutrition in their actual diet. So I want to get into the actual portion where it talks about what I need to start giving Allie, because I give her pretty healthy, high rated food, but at the same time, like, I want to do whatever I can to help prolong her life because she means everything to me. So,
Right. I mean, same. A lot of it depends on the diet, and the other part is the exercise, right? So, dogs. If you have a couch potato of a dog, you could have a lab that, generally speaking, labs live 12, 13 years,
super high
maybe.
energy.
Right? Like super high energy dogs. Like, no.
I have one.
I mean, you're talking like, you look at Golden's labs. There's a reason why most families opt for Goldens and labs. They're calmer. They don't mind becoming couch potatoes. But the reality is that if you give a dog like that Purina on a daily basis, and you expect them to be a couch potato, they will be fat.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's funny. I had this conversation so many times with one of my best friends, and it bugs the living shit out of me. I don't get how people buy, like people buy whatever's on sale
Yeah.
at
Oh
the
yeah.
at like Costco or Target or Kroger or whatever it is. They'll go down to the pet aisle. Oh, clearance. And take whatever
Yeah.
food it is, and then change your dog's food up every,
Yeah,
bag.
that's not good. Yeah, and they wonder why their dog has stomach issues and
Right. They wonder
yeah.
why their dog is now supposed to be like 12 pounds and is now 25 pounds.
Well,
I mean,
that and the big thing for me on all of Allie's treats, and I want to be able to read the ingredients. Like, I want to know what the ingredients are, and you start getting into words and alphabets that I don't understand, like, it's a no-go. Like, I don't want to give my dog that type of treat. And that's one
right.
of the things I like about your company. And I do need to do an order. So now that it's a beautiful website and you got bundles,
Yeah,
I'm gonna come over to
now that we can actually find stuff on there, I mean, it'll be easier.
yeah.
Right. So I mean, look, I don't claim to have the easiest to read ingredients, but what I like to say is that I stand behind the products that I have. The
Right.
products that I
Okay.
have are products that I would give to my dog,
Yeah,
and
they're
I wouldn't give my
beneficial to their
dog
health.
crap.
So
Right.
Yeah.
when are we gonna see honest Petco treats and dog food?
So right now we have the Nala's line. So Nala's line
Okay.
is dedicated to my dog Nala, who basically saved my life.
Right. Who started
Those
this
are
whole
all single ingredient treats. So sweet potato, sweet potato. There you go. If you can't read that as an ingredient,
thing? I mean, have you met Rob?
no, because when he was in Henderson, he didn't let me know. But
Uh,
the sweet potatoes, we got chicken gizzards that are coming out.
okay.
What else do we have? So we have chicken gizzards. Those are just chicken gizzards. That's
Mhm.
all it is. And then we have a few other ones that are planned, but going through QC testing to see which is the correct what we want to put out first.
Right.
So but yeah, we do have Honest Pets treats. They're just under a different brand name.
Oh, okay. And I wasn't sure, so
Yeah.
I'm looking at it too. You guys actually have food too, like dry
Yes, sir.
food.
We have
Talk
dry
about
food.
talk about some of this kinetic stuff. There's
Okay, so
also one
what's
under
your
kinetic is
what's your favorite out of all the food you sell?
Oh, that's mean. That's
Okay,
mean.
what would you
no, like, all right,
recommend
like,
out of
what
all the
would you
food you sell? How's
recommend
that?
for
Allie.
someone like a dog like Allie, who's active but
High
is
energy.
also can also be very lazy. She can lay down and she can chill quite a bit.
So I'm torn between kinetic and boss dog.
Okay, those are the two
I,
I'm looking at right now, ironically.
so I like kinetic is made for really high energy, like Mals, Belgians, GSPs.
Mhm.
Well,
Dogs that
she's
are
related to GSPs. I mean, a GSP
right,
is a pointer as well.
right. So these are meant for pointers. They're meant for Vizslas. They're meant for dogs that are super high energy. Basically, dogs that you would take out to go hunt or retrieve. That's
Mhm.
what people are feeding them. Kinetic is what people are feeding them now. The beauty thing that I love about kinetic is it's the exact same formula. The 26, the 28, and the 30 are all the same. The ingredients in them are all the same. The difference is more protein, less protein. That's it.
Okay.
They're
And it
like
goes off
you
of
can,
that number basis.
yeah, basically. So like if you have a medium active dog, get a 26. But if in the summer, for example, that's when you're more active. So switch your dog to the 30 during the summer, or like a month before the summer, switch your dog to the 30, so that your dog can start developing what it needs for the. Oh, you got to be shitting me!
Oh, speaking of dog,
Oh man,
What is it?
what was
Tore
it?
something up?
something from
The plate carrier?
my plate carrier.
Oh,
shit.
Yeah. But point is that I really like that about Kinetic. It's made in the US and it's very simple. It's easy. I like Boss Dog for basically Boss Dog is super high protein and
Mhm.
it has a lot of what do they call it that they put in it?
ancient grain.
No, there's something else. I'm trying to remember. Probiotics. Thank you. There you go.
Oh, okay.
They put probiotics into their kibble. So
Yeah, it says infused with probiotics. I'm looking at it.
Which is
yeah,
good.
I really like their stuff. They stick to chicken or fish. Simple.
See that.
I like that.
And beef.
If-
And beef. I'm looking
Oh,
at
they have
beef
beef
as
one?
well.
Oh no, so they have a different thing that's
Oh.
beef. That's not their ancient grain is beef, but they have the freeze dried raw that you can do. They have a beef, chicken, and fish. But I mean, I like Boss Dog and I love Kinetic in terms of food. Canada is great. All these brands are great. They're clean.
Right.
But if it were me, those are the two brands that I would do. Go is great. It's a good, clean brand. Limited ingredients for the sensitive skin. And then Inukshuk is a Canadian brand. They're more known in Canada. They're up and coming. I'm not sold on them per se, but I do like them, and I do have people who want them. And then Canada is just a good all-around brand, simple, easy to like, very good. It's good for your dog. But if it were me, so my dog, he's right now on puppy food, which I would probably move him to Kinetic puppy food. But I'm getting him checked for allergies because I think he might have a chicken allergy, in which case I might not be able to move him to Kinetic. But as soon as he's out of the puppy stage, I'll probably put him on Boss Dog.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Very
Rob's gonna
interesting.
place a big, huge order, is what he's saying.
Yeah, you're gonna be getting an order, and it's gonna be for Allie. Yeah, I'll definitely probably snag a bundle here soon. Allie
Go
has
for it.
a crap ton of food right now, but as it starts getting low, I'd want to pick up either the Kinetic or the Boss Dog stuff and start mixing in, or I don't know, maybe even just phase out the stuff that I'm using right now, because I'm using I was using Honest Kitchen for a while.
They're good too.
And then I've been doing Taste of the Wild. Like
They're one of the brands that I'm looking at right now.
Okay, so that's not like a shitty brand that I should just throw away, right?
No, it's not bad.
Okay. I think it's like kind of like middle of the pack, and it was like something that I could get her to actually eat. And because I put her, like, she stopped eating. She stopped eating the Honest. I keep wanting to say your company.
Honest Pets? No, the Honest Kitchen.
Pets.
They're
Honest Kitchen. Yeah, she stopped eating it, but she'll take some of the toppers, but that's it.
So the toppers I use goat's milk from Boss Dog, which I don't sell, but you can find
Well, why not?
Because it's frozen and it's expensive as hell to ship. And then I'll also just grab a can of pumpkin.
Yeah,
pumpkin is great for dogs. Pumpkin is great for dogs.
It's really good for their skin, isn't it? Their skin and coat.
Skin and coat, and also stomach.
No.
So if you have a dog with a sensitive stomach, pumpkin.
Yeah. Okay, man. Well, I mean,
Dude,
is there anything else you want to cover, Rob?
No, man. I
Besides
I
promote
feel
the hell
like
out of Honest Petco.
yeah, because there was a couple things that I was gonna plug, but I want to just save them for another week, just because of the fact that honestly, man, like I think at the beginning of the podcast or right before we started, you said something about like, oh, it's not even gonna be that interesting. I don't have much to say. Bullshit, man. Like anyone who's a pet lover will
Yeah.
thoroughly enjoy this episode. Like I can't wait
I
to
hope
share
so.
this with my parents tomorrow.
And then maybe the next time Rob's in Henderson, maybe he'll text you, maybe he won't.
Maybe.
I mean, who knows?
Right. He'll ask me
if my
hey,
executive assistant doesn't remind me to do
I won't.
things, I
I
don't do
won't.
them.
I'll make sure not to remind him on purpose.
You're a dickhead.
I'll text you, Ezra, and I'll let you know that he's in town.
And then
I'll be
Ezra,
like,
you can just
I'll be like,
waiting. Just say
I am
something.
not
Just say
go-
something.
no, I'm gonna be like, I am not going to text you. I'm just gonna text you that.
Okay, that'll work. That'll
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah,
engage,
that
like,
guy.
oh shit, like I gotta
He'll be
go
like,
meet
why
up.
is this guy texting me? I'm like,
Who's this guy? I
doesn't
don't
he
know
live in
him.
California or something?
Yeah, I thought you lived in
No,
LA.
yeah, when we were talking about your stuff at the beginning of the podcast, for some reason I thought you moved to California, and I was actually happy to hear that you're in Henderson. Because I mean, it's only, dude, like I'll be out there again sometime in the near future. It's
Oh, nice.
only
Maybe.
4 hours from the house. So, or how about this, man? If you want to come out and venture, man, come out my way. The Grand Canyon's pretty freaking stoked.
I really want to. It's on my
See,
list.
have you ever been to the Grand Canyon?
I have.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
good.
on my drive back from when I was living in Tulsa, Oklahoma, I drove back to LA. I drove past the Grand Canyon. Well, I drove to the Grand Canyon, looked at it, was like, cool, ginormous hole.
Pretty much.
This is my home.
That's where he lives.
No,
Yeah.
I needed to get back to the shithole that I lived in California.
Yeah, well, at least you escaped there.
Yes, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
So Austin, unless you got anything else to plug, I say we
No.
drop ATI.
Yep, we're
Wrap
good.
this
We're gonna ask him
dude
all the
up.
fucked up questions.
Yep. All right.
The kid's
So
gone. You're free range.
Nah. So, yeah, the kid's gone. There's no naked babies running around.
No naked babies.
Yeah. So
Go for it.
those of you who have never listened to Fight Like Hell podcast, this is a portion that we do. It's called ATI Answer the
There's
Internet.
no really fucked up ones, so there's only like one.
It's questions that we usually get from Barstool Sports, or we just go find offline. It's would you rather questions, and we'll kick it off with: would you rather have flamingo legs or T-Rex arms?
What you got, Ezra?
I already have flamingo legs, so T-Rex arms.
I
You
mean,
wanna
Rob does
change it
too,
up?
so.
Austin, what you got?
I was gonna go with T-Rex arms because I think it'd be funny.
Yeah,
To have short little stubby arms.
I'm gonna go flamingo legs.
You already
Just
got
so
those,
maybe
though.
I can be. I want to be taller. So, so I'm hoping that
Taller and skinnier legs.
Oh shit! I already do have skinny legs. All right, we're not getting on
Never
that.
skip
On to
leg
the
day.
next. Yeah, some of us are genetically ungifted with
Like me.
tiny legs.
Okay.
Anyways,
Next one.
all right, next go.
How many
Awesome.
grown men would it take to kill a grizzly bear with their bare hands?
Oh my god!
Fuck me.
How many do you think?
Ooh.
Ezra, this
Are
is
they
your show.
Russian?
Are they Russian?
No, they're Israeli.
They're Israeli. There we go. Yeah, that's a
Ooh.
good question.
12.
12.
12.
Yes.
I think that's a high number.
2 might actually accomplish it, but 10 would sit there arguing on how to do it.
Oh my god!
What? It's a Jewish thing. We don't know how
Oh
to
my
get
God.
shit done. We just sit there around and argue about it.
That's funny. I'm thinking probably like 7 at least. Yeah, 7.
I was thinking like 4 to 6.
Okay, that's better than your normal answers, Austin. A lot of times you say
Like 2.
shit, and yeah, I was waiting for you to say something like that. I was like, 2?
No,
Okay, Austin.
at least like 4 to 6.
Okay, I'm thinking more 6. Or I'm thinking more 6 to what was Ezra's number? 14?
12.
12.
12. Okay. Yeah, somewhere in between.
But only
there.
2 are actually doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, all right. When we're talking about Americans, I think we're just a little bit more malleable and or obese.
We don't.
So,
Yeah,
You
like,
also get shit done.
Right.
yeah, but usually in a team. So, all right. Next question. If you're okay, hang on. Where's this at? If your dog could live as long as you, but you had to kill your mom, oh my god, would you
Dude, this
do
is
it?
brutal.
I know.
No.
Oh my god,
No.
that's terrible.
Killing my mom.
But your dog
Good
can live
answer.
forever.
I'm not killing
Good.
my mom. My mom makes
What is
badass apple
wrong
pie.
with you, Austin? I know why he did this. I'm not killing my mom either. You're a
Dude,
terrible
my
human.
mom makes amazing apple pie. Why would I want her dead?
Yeah, no, my mom's an amazing person.
I mean, my mom's already dead. So
That's why
Oh,
he did it.
that's-
I was waiting for him
Oh,
to
that's
say it.
not
It's
fair.
bullshit. It's a
not
bullshit
fair.
question. I knew he did it that way. No,
Dick.
like Dick is right. All right, go
It's
ahead,
okay.
Austin.
Who would you rather come rescue you from a hostage situation? James Bond or Jason Bourne?
Bond.
Really?
Yeah.
The new one?
No, Sean Connery.
Sean Connery. Okay, the original.
The OG.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you see that The Rock wants to play James Bond?
Yeah, that should never happen.
I saw that.
The Rock should
That'd be
play Harry
weird.
Potter first.
Oh, speaking of The Rock, did you watch? Have you seen the Red Notice on Netflix?
So
Ezra?
good.
Yeah,
So good. AKA Jumanji in the fourth one. I
AKA
don't know if you guys
Jumanji,
saw that.
100%.
Have you seen
I
the
saw that
meme?
meme.
Where,
The meme is
where it's
amazing.
like Jumanji, and it's actually like a movie he's in. It's like, what was it? The Jungle Cruise.
Yeah,
the Jungle
it's like
Cruise.
Jumanji. Also Jumanji. Also
Also.
Jumanji. Also Jumanji.
He plays the
And then
same
it's like
character.
WWE.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you picking, Rob? Who are you picking? James Bond or Jason Bourne?
Oh, I want Jason Bourne.
No?
Yeah, definitely Jason Bourne. How about you?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with James Bond, and I'm gonna go with Daniel Craig.
I
No?
knew it.
I mean, Sean Connery's
I
good.
mean-
I'm not saying he's better than, but I don't
Mhm.
know. I just like Daniel Craig.
All right. Last question.
There's 2
Bacon
more.
or
Oh,
sausage?
yeah, there's one more. Yeah, you're good. Yeah,
Bacon or sausage? How is this a
What kind of
debate?
sausage?
like breakfast sausage. Duh.
Bacon.
Bacon.
Oh, good answer. Good answer.
I was gonna pick
Bacon.
sausage.
What is wrong?
I
with
mean,
you?
it really depends on what the rest of the meal is.
Yeah, I prefer breakfast. I prefer sausage over bacon.
Yeah, you do.
I know all the time, especially yours.
Yeah.
Like look, if I'm having like eggs and toast, then bacon.
hmm
If I'm having like hash browns and waffles, then I'll probably pick sausage.
If I'm having anything, bacon
It's
is
bacon.
permitted in or around my mouth. Like, bacon is so damn good. All right, cool.
That's
So
very interesting. That's a very interesting statement that you made there.
yeah. I like having little sound bites for people to
he likes having
send
things
quotes.
in and around his mouth, is what he's saying.
No,
Yes,
you
that's-
like having apparently the sausage.
You're
in
the
and
you're the
around your
one that
mouth.
just said you like having things in and around your mouth. So
I was talking about bacon. You went straight for sausage. All right, gents, we are at like almost 2 hours.
Holy
So,
shit!
I know. I
yeah,
thought you said you
hour
would
and
have anything to
54
talk about,
minutes.
Ezra.
I don't have anything to talk about anymore. I just talked about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but out of all seriousness, we appreciate you.
Appreciate you guys.
We're happy that you came on,
Yes.
and we're happy to see your growth. Like
Yeah, now
someone,
that you got a real website,
yeah, I'm trying to be nice here for a sec, Austin.
For just
No,
one
someone that
sec.
actually,
Jeez.
yeah, just 1 second. I'll go back to being a dick. No, but for someone that actually does something for something that can't do something for themselves, such as animals, I think it's an important role in society, and the fact that you are a veteran means a lot to both Austin and I. And
No matter what anybody says.
yeah,
Fuck them.
fuck that dude. Whatever that dude is, come fight me, dude.
Fuck
I'll
them.
show you a fucking combat, dude.
Well, I
No,
appreciate
but
you both. I appreciate
yeah,
your support,
Oh,
your
yeah.
backing, and I definitely appreciate you guys having me on.
Of course,
It was
man.
a lot of fun. I love the podcast. I
Even though you're
remember you
behind.
guys shouted me out on one of the first episodes. I think it was
Of
episode
course.
3.
No, I don't know.
Two?
That was a long time ago.
whenever I probably yeah, these podcasts blur together. Honestly, like it's just awesome having a cool guests. Like I hate doing them by ourselves. Like it's so much better when we have people on like you.
I'm glad that I made the guest list with Mark and Eric, because like shit.
Yeah, well,
So,
you're up
I mean,
there.
I was
in our opinion, man.
honestly surprised I could even get Mark on. I thought he was too much of a celebrity, So.
I mean, he is, but he's like honestly one
He's
of the
definitely
most down to
humble.
earth people.
He's like the most
He is.
humble person ever.
Oh yeah,
He's
he followed like all of our pages. Like I think he followed like my
And he's
personal
like
page,
a
Allie's
he's like
page.
a superstar.
yeah, he's
It's
he's
like millions
amazing.
of followers. Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
cool dude.
He's amazing. But I appreciate you guys. I really do. Thank you so much for having me on.
course,
Wish you
brother.
guys
Yeah.
nothing but continued
Well,
success.
Don't go anywhere though. Don't go anywhere though.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
wait.
stick there
Hold
for a
on.
sec. I'll close us out.
Don't run away.
Is there anything else either you want to plug before I close it?
Nope, I think we're good. Anything you got
Alright,
going on,
You
Ezra?
got anything?
Nope.
Alright.
Just go buy the Rescue 22 bundle.
Okay.
Go
Go buy
buy the
everything
Rescue
from Honest
22.
Petco.
Yeah.
That.
I was actually in my head like brainstorming that I can start just buying all of Allie's shit there.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna put his link in the description for Honest Petco.
Please do. Honest Petco. And other than that, for us, if you want to do anything through Save Our Six or Vigilant and Humble, I would say use the promo code. Oh my God.
What is it, Rob? You fuck it up every time.
Fight Like Hell, and it's abbreviated as Foxtrot Lima Hotel.
Good job.
20% off all your order.
Actually, I have one more question before we go. How does the phonetic alphabet work for the IDF?
Oh my God. I think I just blinked on it.
Give us a letter.
Yeah.
F.
Do you know anything?
Holy
A.
Failure.
B. C. D.
No, because
You're
it's
from
not
America.
like that.
Oh, it doesn't work that way.
It's Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Vav, Zayin, Chet, Tet. Like it doesn't sound like C's don't sound like any other letter.
Yeah, right.
Whoa.
Wow, I don't remember.
How do you?
How dare you?
Because I haven't talked to anybody like from the military in over 10 plus years about this. Like I use phonetics day to day in English.
Right.
I never had to in Hebrew. Ever.
Okay.
But I'm wondering, like, I swear I'm like going through and I remember vaguely having to do something about it in Israel. Holy shit, this is embarrassing.
Well, if you ever figure it out, let us know.
Yeah, we're
oh my God, like I'm literally like thinking back to like radio class.
Yeah. What
Dude,
were
this
some
is
of like the
pathetic.
call signs? Like You guys do
No, I
over
remember
or out?
So a tank. Wow, what did we call it? Holy shit,
He's all fucked up.
dude! I literally, because I didn't get assigned the radio, so it was like very basic,
Yeah.
and we had
It's
a
okay.
fucking cheat sheet.
We'll let you slide. How about this? You can close out the podcast in Hebrew and tell us how to say goodbye or something like that.
מה אתה רוצה שאני אגיד לך?
And
What
with
does that
that
mean?
said, this was what was that? What that? Wait! What was that?
I told you go. No.
I mean, you probably could have.
No, I probably could have. No, that if I wanted to say that, I'd say Lechis Dayan.
Let's go fuck
But
yourself.
I didn't say that. So what I was gonna say is תודה רבה, באמת, מהלב. מעריך אתכם, ובאמת, תודה על הכל, ושיהיה לכם המון הצלחה, בריאות, אושר, שמחה, and for everyone who didn't understand that, I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Wish you continued success, health, love, peace, and I hope you guys continue to just grow.
Thank you, man. That's
Yeah.
one of the coolest podcast closeouts we ever had. So we're gonna end it right there. Thank you. Stick around. This is episode 40. Go follow Honest Petco and buy their stuff.